A lot of the issue comes from the fact that I live in a different world than these people. I mean, I live in a different world than most people. I live on my blog on Tumblr. I just talk to myself all day. All my thoughts are original thoughts, and I used to be thinking all the time about wanting to kill myself, but now I'm just like, yowie, 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 gay, gay, gay. I'm gonna go blog on Tumblr. I'm gonna go make a bunch of art. And so I dedicated my life to art, and I was like, if Dan and Phil could do that, and they're British, I can do this, because I have pronouns. Yeah. Pronoun Dan slash Phil. But I live in a different world than these people. Because they are in theater. And this theater program, it's essentially like being in high school again. Because you're around the same people all the time. Because it's a small college in comparison to the rest of the school, and most of these people are taking pretty much entirely theater courses, and it's a closed major, so only theater majors are taking theater classes, so then everybody knows everyone, and it's like high school because you're confined to this one place rather than just existing and being around whoever. And I just don't have a car, so I be blogging on Tumblr. I was like, I'm gonna be isolated for 3 months over the summer, so I might as well become a blogger. I might as well write a bunch of letters to Curse Connor and Dan and Phil, because I could be doing so much worse things with my insanity than just being weird on the internet. Literally hurts no one. Like, this, I was like, yeah, I'm sending a bunch of emails, just basically, like I was writing letters to Roosevelt, except it was letters to YouTubers. You know, it's weird. It's a crazy and insane thing to do. But I'm gonna do it anyway, because I got lost in the goddamn woods, so I was like, yeah, I could either think about that, or do a bunch of really weird shit and smoke a bunch of weed. And here I am. Been doing this since late July. Late July is when I got lost in the woods. I started my own personal renaissance. That was essentially what my summer was. I spent 3 straight months only making art. And then I got lost in the woods and I didn't see a human for 11 days. That was when I first met JJ, my maintenance guy. We talked about psych and supernatural and mental illness, critical theory, 60s music. He's cool. Every time I see him, he's like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good, I've been blogging. And he's like, you're always blogging. I say all the time, I'm blogging. Like someone says, talks about like spreading some story and whether it would be good for a certain publication. I'm just like, I would put on Tumblr. And everyone is like, oh, of course. And I say I'm a blogger, I say I'm an artist, I say I live in my own world, and I don't play by anybody's rules. And then they try to make rules and get surprised that I won't follow them. But a lot of the time I'm disregarded because it's just like, I'm an insane person. But that's because I'm mentally ill. And I can't just undo that. I can't just... There's no undoing it. It's just there. It's just how I am. And the point of healing isn't just to conform and become normal. The point of healing is to be happy and to have your own life. To make your life perfectly tailored to you. Everything around you perfect for you and your interests. You shouldn't... Want to know how you do that? You just surround yourself with art things you love. And it doesn't... Stop raid baiting! Love luring. Love luring. Love luring. That's me. No more rage baiting. It was last semester. Like, I've been saying love luring since summer. I have all of this shit. I just made up my own terms. I made up a shorthand for 60s counterculture. That's 60s C.C. Anti-Nixon, which is like my anti-US government tag. Sexy Antifa is based off of this post that's Dean Winchester Sexy Antifa. What was Shakespeare, which is a Malcolm in the Middle reference. I have this Tumblr tag system, and I talk about Tumblr, and that's what I want to talk about for the showcase. It's going to be like an in-person video. It's going to be like in-person blog, and I'm just going to be telling. I'm going to be telling this real audience, this random audience of people to hear about Tumblr, to listen to me explain things. And he says all the time, we're the KSU tellers, not the KSU explainers. Fuck you. I love explaining things, and the people love it. Because I'm explaining shit nobody understands. I'm explaining shit nobody even knew existed. I'm explaining shit in a way you never thought possible. And I just say whatever comes out of my mouth. And he said, we have to work on that. Dude, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, man! No! I have spent all of my time just working on my confidence, getting bigger, just being able to say more and more. Every single video I make, every piece of art is practice for the next, so I just keep on talking and talking and talking. And so then by the time I get to the end of the semester, I'm just going to be able to go on for like 10 minutes about whatever. And no matter what it is, the people are gonna enjoy it, but he doesn't take me seriously. He thinks I'm still graduating. He wouldn't get off my ass. Like, he has no authority over that. He can't tell me what to do. He does not know what is best for me. He just thinks I'm this insane, mentally ill person. But, like, he doesn't know who Dan and Phil are. Or the concept of the internet being the thing you do. And the internet is being the thing I do, but I'm acting as if it were the early 2000s, the early 2010s. That golden age of the internet when it was just about connecting with other people. When Phil Lester was the only guy posting YouTube videos. So I'm just... Split Level House is the person posting YouTube videos that are like if it was 2006. It was 2009 Dan and Phil met? See, I don't really... Dan and Phil, they're my gay dads. Dan and Phil are my gay dads. I don't give a shit about their relationship. It's like... If they were to PDA, I'd be like, guys, whatever, I don't give a shit. One time when I was in high school, and I was just sitting there, and I had my phone, and then I was, recording videos, having fun with friends when you're out, as you do, and then they were just like, hey, look at this, and they just started making out in front of me. I was just like, okay. I'm not a coat rack. But no, they were doing it for my attention. It was... That guy, oh my god, he had Spotify music. Oh my god, I hate him. It's just... white boy, high school, rich white boy, some internalized whatever the fuck going on, taking everything out on me. But yeah, he had really shitty Spotify songs. Like, one of the lyrics was, "I'm gonna pick you up in the back of my truck." He was 14. And if something ever happens, if that bitch finds that, nobody... I hate you. I'm talking to that bitch. If he sees this, I hate him. For our chorus senior superlatives, we had to where we could write things and then they would decide the ones they like better, and I nominated him as most likely to join a frat, and he took it as a compliment. Yeah, I was always standing up for shit. I don't. I have how many? 71. We've gotten past 60. We've gotten past 71 subscribers. 71 subscribers, and I have like 4,000 followers on Tumblr. I keep my follower count hidden on desktop because I don't care. It's just a website. 4,072. And for the longest time, I couldn't get it past, like, 309 from 3. It kept going up and down from 3,911. So I was like, these people keep unfollowing me, and then I'm also gaining followers. Little do they know, when they unfollow me, and then people follow me again, it just gives me reasons to make another 9/11 joke. And, whew. I had a sexy Antifa video one time, and I didn't make it unlisted to where only YouTube could find it, and it got 5 dislikes. It is my most disliked video. And then some angry guy came in the comments being like, "Fuck you, we won." I don't know, I deleted it. But I just don't feel like dealing with that shit. You know, there's this one person who is stalking my YouTube community. They went out of their way on my community post that was just gleep gleep, make sure you gleep globble gleep, and they just went mental illness. And so then I just started fucking with them. And I was just like gleep 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 gleep, and they were... When I said I preferred a polyamorous hippie commune, they went "love is dead," and I was just like, what are you talking about? Dan and Phil are literally right there. Now, I say this, you know, besides Dan and Phil, the concept of soulmates is mononormativity. Whatever happened to free love? You know, when I say I want a polyamorous hippie commune, it's not a polygamy thing. It is just just imagine a bunch of hippies, not all these rules about love, commune, polyamorous hippie commune. And then I made this Tumblr post saying the 16th anniversary of the Summer of Love is 2027. The original was 1967. My 67 is 1967. My skibbity is skibbity doo wop bop that. Scat. As I'm always saying. But I would love a polyamorous hippie commune for the 60th anniversary of the Summer of Love. So Dan and Phil, if you can get on that, I said this. Because, like, there's only so much I can do all by myself with my budget of $0. So if Dan and Phil become my patrons of the arts, then they can support my polyamorous hippie commune. And if they don't, then they're against polyamory. And they have, like, yowie $1 million. So if they don't spare some yowie, that was my point. Polyamorous hippie commune? I be quoting my Tumblr posts, and I said that. I was saying, I just say whatever comes out of my mouth, and he was like, oh, we're working on that. I was like, I'm quoting my Tumblr. I'm gonna be saying something. It's just gonna be whatever thing I'm thinking of at the time. And he was like, no, we want to work on you having the same thing every time. No, fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. Every time I say something, it's new. It's a new experience. Every single time I speak, it is worth an audience. Grinding my gears. I sent him an email that I scheduled for 8 in the morning, telling him about how I won't be in class. They can take the photos without me. You'll catch me. What's something I really hate? That's oddly specific. Something that I really hate that's oddly specific, I would do that before you ever catch me in white on denim.